Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. It is I, Dave, the Tabletop Wanderer, and we are back with another one-shot, 1 month, and this time, the month of March. If you haven't seen it before, already, a couple of days ago, we rolled up a character from Cairn 2nd edition, because that is the game we are going to be playing today in this one-shot, 1 month, okay? And we rolled up a Bone Keeper, so just to recap, okay, I think at the time I didn't really roll for the background, so I chose the Bone Keeper because it sounds cool, looks cool, and that's what we went with. So you are a shepherd to the departed. You listen to the final whispers of the dead as they descend into the cold, unyielding earth. You know that to fully celebrate the gift of life, we must honor its finale as well. And we got all this starting gear here. We got ourselves some tools. What did you take from the dead? What did we take from the dead? I can't remember. Oh, we got the burial wagon and a donkey. That's right, a burial wagon and a donkey, which gives us another 8 slots of inventory. So 6 slots from the burial wagon, and another 2 slots from the donkey, because the donkey is pulling the wagon. If it wasn't pulling the wagon, it'd be another 4 slots, but I don't feel like pulling the wagon. Let's get the donkey to pull it. And from our we also got manacles. We got some manacles here. And for our bonds and omens, we got a miniature loot, because a entertainer came by our house, and we got a miniature loot from him. And blood moon. What was the blood moon? Omens blood moon. Let's see, where is that? I can't remember. The moon turns a deep crimson, bathing the night in an eerie blood red light. Some say it heralds a time of chaos and strife, as the boundaries between the wood and the mortal realm grow thin. So that was our omen. Our traits are right there: brawny, courageous, and vengeful. Strength of 11, 8 of dexterity, 14 of will. I gave him max hit points because we are playing solo. And you can see here in our inventory, we got rations for 3 days, oil can, a lantern, stake, chains, and the manacle. 10 gold. We're not going to use any of that just yet, but also what I want to show you, I've also got my laptop right there, so because you can get the player's guide for Cairn 2nd edition on print, but the warden's guide, so the dungeon master, so to speak, is only out on PDF, and I don't know if Yokai will actually do a printed version of it. Hopefully he does. And I got that on PDF, and so it's right there on my laptop if I need to check something out. Okay. What I'm also going to be using for this is something that I've done quite a bit, but not with Cairn 2nd edition, with the 1st edition of Cairn, which is using Perplexing's Ruins solo gaming sheet. Okay, and we're going to use the 2 things together. We got the Cairn character and this here. There have been some updates for these. So go and check out itch.io and see what the updates are. I think this is the latest version I have here. I do not know. But what we are going to do anyways is we're going to be using these to create our adventure. Simple as that. And what we are going to do is we're going to look for a quest, and who's going to give us the quest and all of that good jazz. Okay, so let's start rolling stuff up. I got my dice right here, and let me see. There is also this little cheat sheet sort of thing where you can Perplexing Ruins shows you and tells you how to create a character, how to do stuff, and in the game and stuff like that. I'm looking to see if there, how do we get a quest, if there's any like roll up a quest and begin by being at the destination or immediately. Okay, so create the character. We've done that. Select the central hex and roll up a name and some characteristics. Call this your home and note it in the campaign booklet. Okay, roll up a quest and begin. So let's do that then. We are just going to call, let's say that this one here is our home. 709 is our home. Let's do that there. Do a little house sort of thing there. I'm not the best drawer in the world. I'm not the best artist, actually. That's what I'm probably being meant. Okay, so at 709, that is our home. Where can we write that down? Let's just write it on the back of this. So hex 709. Let's do 709. Is our home. Okay, now we need to find and see what our quest is going to be. So these usually come in like they're just one sheet, so you can get this in just one A4 piece of paper. I did this so it could be a little bit bigger. Not only for me, because I'm getting old, right? But for you guys at home, you can see better also. Now, the quests. Roll D6 for direction and D6 for hex distance. Okay, so let's roll a D6 for direction. Since we are here, okay, we're at 709, so we'll start off at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and go around that way clockwise. We get a 1, so we're going straight up north. And how far are we going up north? 2. Okay, 1, 2. So this will be where our quest is at 707. Not too far. That's not too bad either. Now, we need to find an action, a target, what the source is, where it is, opposition, and the reward. Optionally, as you journey to complete a quest, roll on the clue found table after exploring a location or defeating a humanoid enemy on the way. If a clue was found, roll on the noted table. Clue found. Ooh, nice. We can roll on that and then see narrative shifts and clues, which should be around here somewhere. Where? NPC. Narrative shift here and clues right there. Okay, we've got the solar engine right there. Nice. Okay, so let's see what our quest is. Let's roll for that. On an action, we got a 2, so it is deliver. We need to deliver something. And that was, what did I say? 707, right? 707. So we need to go to 707. And we need to deliver. And 5. Deliver to the NPC. The target is an NPC. And what do we need to deliver? Let's see. Is there anything here that will show us what we need to deliver? We can... characters, settlements, mundane items, special items, magical item effects. Let's roll on the special items. Let's get a 2d6s. So we'll do a 66, and we'll do these. These are the 10s. These are the units. So we'll roll on the special item to see what we need to deliver. And we get a 64, and 64 says gloves. So we need to deliver some gloves. Need to deliver gloves. So there's probably special gloves to an NPC. Okay, now, who is this NPC? Is he a cleric, a mayor, or whatever? Let's see. 3. Oh, he is a friend of ours. This NPC is a friend. Right. But where is he? He's in a ruin. So we will find him in some ruins. Possibly, I don't know, city ruins, a cathedral, sort of stuff like that. Do we get any rivals on the way there? We get some bandits. We might find bandits as our rivals. We'll see. We're not too far away, right? And what is our reward when we get to the NPC and we deliver it? A secret. That is our reward. Secret. Who knows? This might be the beginning of something bigger on 1 month, one shot. I don't know. We shall see. Okay, we got all these details down. We need to go deliver some gloves to an NPC of ours who is a friend. Okay, and he's in some ruins and there's a secret there. Let's see who this NPC is then. Let's roll here on the characters. Let's see what type of race he is. 5. He's an elf. So our NPC friend is an elf. What type of elf is he? 1. He's a magic user. So we can say that these gloves are sort of magic. Is he a male or female? Let's do 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. He's a male. 4, 5, 6. He's a female. 4. It is a female. So what is our female's name? We get 1, 2, 3. Let's roll on that. So 1, 2, and 3. Roll the d3. 2. So we go here. Let's see what her name is. 1. Jean. So Jean, our magic user elf friend. That is a really nice typical elven name. Jean. Okay. She's a magic user and she carries, let's see what she carries. Let's see what Jean carries. She carries a map fragment. Oh wait, can that map fragment be part of that secret? Ooh, I wonder. Let's see. That there and that there. Is that these two connected? The secret and the map fragment? I wonder. But before that, let's get into the game. Let's start our one shot 1 month. We've got our quest up and running. We know what we need to do. We know where we need to go. And so let's get into it. So we are home. What sort of weather is there? So it's 6, it's snowy, it is the middle of winter. There is a lot of snow around. Just right here. And so there's snow. It is winter. What sort of terrain are we on? I'll say that we are, just to start off, no, generically, let's say we are in the... I'll do 1, 2, 3. Let's do 1, 2, 3. Grasslands, woods, or hills. I don't really want any of those. So 3. We're on the hills. So our home is on the hills, and it's snowy. The ground is completely white. In the distance, Jean can see little rabbits, snowy white rabbits, jumping up and down along the snow and all that. And she knows that the time has come for her to pick up her donkey. Well, not pick up the donkey. No, get the donkey and start moving. Cause Leda. That's who we are. We are Leda. Leda knows the time has come to go. And I'll tell you what. I know. So Leda just finished the other day. She finished sending a poor soul to the underworld, and as the game says here, she where is that? Bonekeeper, she honored the finale of that person with everything that was possible. As payment, she got from the family the deceased person's donkey and wagon. That was the payment. And she was moving, she was looking through the wagon, and there was this little bag there, and she found these weird gloves, like they sort of shined and glistened a bit. And she remembers she had a friend not far away that was into all this magic sort of stuff, who is called Jean. She's an elf, and she lives a couple of miles away. And so she sent out a message crow. She had a crow, and she sent a message through the crow to Jean, and is saying, look, I found these gloves. Would you like to take a look at them, see if you want them, or whatever, what they are? At least let me know what they are. And the crow came back with a response and said, yes, okay. And Jean said, yes, bring them over. And so the time has come. Letta has picked up all the stuff, and she is starting to move on and start to go towards where Jean is. It is a sunny day, but it snowed all through the evening, through the night, and so everything is snowed. There's snow everywhere. Let's say that the road out from Jean's home from Letta's home, towards Jean, it is a bit, covered with snow. But not so much that the donkey can't pull the wagon along. So the donkey does pull the wagon along, and it is taking a bit more time. As she moves out of home, let's see, is the weather the same? Let's see. So we get, let's say, we'll use the Solar Engine Oracle right here. Is the weather still snowy? 6. Extreme yes. So as Letta and the donkey move into this hex here, a big storm crashes over them. And it starts snowing really, 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 really bad. So much so that they had to stop. But let's see, is this new terrain, or is it the same terrain that we were on the hills? 5, it is a new terrain. Okay, so what terrain is it? Once again, I just want grasslands and woods. So 1, 2, 3 is grasslands, 4, 5, 6 is woods. Yes, I know I'm homebrewing this a lot, but for narrative purposes. 3, it is grasslands. So this here is grasslands, and it is snowy, and it is snowing a lot, like really, really intense snow. And Letta thinks to herself, well, we're not going to be able to go very far, so let's just head on back home. And they move back home, and she says, okay, she stops there for that evening and just takes a rest. And the next day she wakes up and she looks at the weather. And let's see, weather, is it overcast? Let's use this. So the next day, so we are on day 2 already, and she didn't use any rations because she went back home. She's got a lot of food there. And so 6, it is still snowy, but is it really snowy, or is it just like, is the oracle, let's use the oracle. So Let me see what the question would be. The question will be, is it still a snowstorm? 3, a narrative shift. Narrative shift. So we go for narrative shift. Let's see what happens there. 1, a good NPC appears. Oh, okay. A good NPC appears. So, let's say that a good NPC appears. I am very tempted to make it Jean, but that would defeat the purpose. Who appears? Who appears? Magic user, adventurer, merchant, soldier. 1, a magic user. So this magic user appears, and that magic user is a human. Okay, and we'll say that the human is named 6, Aldred, and Aldred has come from Jean's house or Jean's spot, whatever, and he was also caught in the massive thunderstorm, and he comes upon Leda's house, Leda's home, knocks on the door, and Leda opens up and says, "Oh, hello, stranger. What are you doing out here in this snowstorm?" And Aldred says, "Oh, I'm coming from the woods, because we're going to say that this here is woods, okay? Where Jean lives, it's a forest, some woods, okay? She's an elf. I have just come from the forest up north, from where I was visiting my good friend Jean, the elf magic user." And Leda says, "Really? That's quite funny, because I was supposed to be going to meet her in a couple of days, but this snowstorm has made me stay at home. Like, I can't move anywhere. How did you get through the snowstorm?" And Aldred says, "Well, I am a wizard, so I used my magic, and I was able to melt the stone as I was walking through, and with a protective sort of heat dome around me where the snow could not penetrate, and I maintained myself warm enough to be able to come here, but I am a bit tired. Will you be so kind as to give me shelter for the night?" And Leda says, yes, of course. Any friend of Jean is my friend. Come on in. And so they spent the night there. Aldred spent the night, and Leda gave him food and stuff like that, and he got a good night's rest, and the next day he moved off. How is the weather on the next day? So we're already on the 3rd day, and it is sunny, so the snowstorm has stopped, completely stopped, and Leda and Aldred say their goodbyes. Aldred thanks Leda, and does he give Leda something? Let's say he should, he's going to repay Leda with something. Let's see, a mundane item. Let's see what mundane item Leda will give Aldred would give Leda. So once again, these will be the 10s, these will be the units. We go here on a mundane item. We got a 34, which is an earring. Oh, not too bad. So does Leda take that? No, Leda leaves the earring at home. That's good enough for her. And she thanks him for the earring as payment and puts him on his way, and she makes her way also. So she gets into the hills area, and we need to see the explore die. Let's see. So let's roll for that. 3 spore. And where's spores? Spores are here. So we need to find what these spores are. 2 monster tracks. Ooh, so there are on 7. Let's do this like this. 708. We found monster tracks. Okay. Monster tracks. So, Letta with her wagon and a donkey traveling through the snow, because it is still, the road is still covered with some snow, even though Aldred, his spell melted the stone. But on the right hand side, Letta can see these tracks, these monster tracks. So let's see what sort of monster tracks does she find. So we go on here, encounter by terrain, human, animal, humanoid, monster tracks. So we go for monsters. Let's see. We're rolling this one here, on this table here. So 1d6, we get a 1. We get some goblins. So she finds some tracks, some goblin tracks in the snow. Now, does this have... I know that Cairn has the bestiary. Does this have bestiaries? At least a small one. No, okay. But I think the Warden's Manual does. Let me see. Spellbook. Here. Bestiary. Okay, we got Bandit. Banshee, Basilisk. I hope that they do make a print version of this. Gargoyle, Ghost, Goblins, Ghouls, No Giant, Knoll, Goblin. Here we go. Goblins. 4 HP, 8 Strength, 12 Dex, 8 Will, Dagger D6, or a Sling D6. Small, grotesque humanoids with skin in earthy tones of green, brown, and grey. Avoid combat, only attacking when advantageous, using hit and run tactics. Sometimes are found using dire wolves as mounts. Okay, how many of them do... Well, she found the tracks. Doesn't mean that she actually found them. But can she tell how many... from the tracks, does she get to see how many there are? Okay, so we'll do 1, 2, 3, yes. 4, 5, 6, no, she can't tell how many goblins there are there. Okay, so she continues walking slowly with the donkey. She's pulling the donkey, and the donkey's going also, and they're taking it really slow, and she's always looking around, okay, to see if anything happens, or she can see the goblins that, she saw the tracks a couple of miles back, and she's making their way slowly towards the edge of the forest where Jean lives. And so does she get attacked? Does she get attacked by these goblins? I'm going to say that there's a good chance that she does get attacked. So let's see. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4. She does get attacked. 5, 6. She does not. She doesn't get attacked. Ooh. Okay then. So she literally walks by the whole hill, all the part of the hills, and she makes it to the edge of the forest, and nothing happens, and she She takes a deep breath because, like, she didn't know how many goblins there were. She knows there's goblins around, but she didn't know how many of them there were. And she was a bit scared, but she managed to go and get to the edge of the forest where Jean lives. Okay, so let's see. We are here then. We are the Hex 707, and we're going to do an explore die to see what we can find in there. A 5, we got a discovery, and discovery we got right here, down here. So let's roll for that. And a 3 is the ruins. Oh, we found the ruins. And let's see what sort of ruins it is. 6, it is a dungeon. So, is this... We're going to say that yes, it is where... what's her name? Jean. Yeah. So, it is where Jean is. But we're going to say that Jean is... She lives in these ruins. And these ruins have been, over the centuries, have been taken over by the forest. So there is broken down walls of what used to be a keep sort of thing, or a small castle, right? And not so much as a keep, but a small castle. And it is in ruin and disarray. It's all crumbling down, and Jean has made that her home so that she can, let's say that, oh, I know, she is exploring the dungeon, and she is, how should I say, she's researching. She's doing research on the dungeon and the history of this castle that has been completely destroyed over the centuries, and the whole forest has just overtaken everything. So as Lita gets there, she can see that there's trees all over the place, vines creeping up the broken walls, the damaged walls and everything. And she gets in, she screams out, Jean, 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 Jean. And out of nowhere pops up Jean. She pops up, and they say hello to each other, and they start talking. Jean takes her in, and as they're walking by, Jean says to her, that's the entrance to this dungeon. What dungeon is it? Let's see. We've got some name here, some name generators. It says settlements and stuff like that, but we'll just make this, who knows the name of this dungeon. So we'll do prefixes, 1, 2, 3. Let's see which one. 3, we go for that right there. Now 1d6. 1, grey. This is the dungeon of, that was 707. Got it up here. The dungeon of grey. Now let's do the suffix 3 also. 2, grey plain. Grey plain. Grey plain what? Let's do it again. Let's roll it twice. 1 right here. Grey plain Newfield. Grey plain Newfield. So this was the castle of Grey Plain, Newfield. And Newfield was this whole area, this whole hex here, and surrounding hexes was the Newfield, because way back in a long time ago, the empire that ruled over this whole area had found and conquered this new spot here, which was Newfield. And Grey Plain, because back then the whole plain was sort of, as you looked over, coming from the north or coming from anywhere else like this, the whole plain was sort of an optical illusion where everything was grey, and so they named this whole place Grey Plain Newfield. Okay, but then something happened where the whole empire fell, and it, from what they gather, from what Jean has been studying, she thinks, after all of her research, she thinks that whatever happened to this whole area emanated from here. It started right here, in this keep, in this small castle of Grey Plain Newfield. And as they're walking by, she's telling the story to Leda, and they go to Jean's house. It's sort of this wooden shack built up on the trees, right? And they're in there, and Leda hands over the gloves, says hello. Okay, Jean, here you are. These are the gloves, and tell me about these gloves. Do you know anything about these gloves? Does Jean know anything about these gloves? Let's roll to see. No, she does not. It is an extreme no. An extreme no. So Jean takes the gloves in her hand and says, no, my friend. No, I have no idea what these gloves are. I have never seen anything like this before. Never seen anything or heard of anything, read anything. Nothing comes to mind. Are these gloves somehow tied into Grey Plain Newfield? I wonder. Let's see. Just for our knowledge. 6, an extreme yes. They are tied into this whole thing. The gloves, the secret, the map fragment. Everything is tied up into Grey Plain Newfield. Okay, this is getting cool. But we're going to stop right here for today. This will be the one-shot, 1 month adventure for this month, and we will continue this next month. Okay? Yes, another cliffhanger. You know I like my cliffhangers. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We're nearly at 400 subscribers, which is a really big blast. I really do appreciate it. And I'll see you all on the next episode. Okay? Have a great one. Bye-bye.